My beautiful people, today's video we're going to work on some foot drop activities you could do, and the items I'm using are household essential items that you have. Water bottle, we got a small one, we got a large one. I'm going to take some old potato chips. I'm actually going to put it into a Ziploc bag so we can work on doing that. I have a pillow that we're going to use, and I have a band. So these are things I want us to get in the mode of to say, hey, because a lot of us get tired of saying, oh my gosh, another exercise I got to do to get to feeling normal and things like that. So to take your mind away from, another thing I got to do to make myself feel normal. Hey, let's try this activity, or let's try doing this. And when you're doing it, you're really strengthening that area that we want to get better and progress in without thinking of it as an exercise. So I'm going to jump right into it. Like I said, working on foot drop. And I've turned this sideways. I may jump to that side of the couch as well to see, but yeah, and I'll have to pull this leg up because I'm left side affected. So I wanted to make sure you'll be able to see everything we're doing. Very unconventional exercise we have here today, but do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. If anywhere in the kindness of your heart you are supporting this cause that we are doing with helping you in your recovery, my information is at the bottom. I'm going to ask you to please donate. Any amount is love. Thank you. Enjoy this video. Please let me know how these exercises are working for you. The first one I'm going to use is going to be a water bottle since it's empty already. And so with that foot drop, a lot of the times the situation is we have a situation that, I'll turn this way, that your foot is not really put in place here. It might invert or exvert. So we're having one of those situations that you're walking and you're doing one of these things. So what we want to focus on is how do we get that foot to drop down? So this is going to be our motion, how we can get that foot to drop down. So what we're going to do here is you're going to see me doing some of these exercises to show you how to do this. And the video that I'll make after this will be for knee hyperextension. So today we're just going to focus on that foot drop situation here. And then at the same time, some of us may be dealing with, we have that foot drop. If we get it this way, we have a problem with now trying to put the toes down. So again, let's jump right into those videos and let's get it going. So I did say the first one I'm going to use is this bottle. And so what I want you to do with this bottle, literally, we're going to say this is my effective foot because I'm closer to the camera. And your foot is this way and you're having a problem with pushing it down. We're going to actually, while you're watching TV, I want you to work on doing that. And it seems simple that I did that, but again, it may not come and work as that simple to you, but this is an activity I want you to focus on. We want to push down. And the reason I'm using something like a bottle, because you could be focusing, watching TV, not have to always look down, because listen, that right there is showing you, without actually looking at it, that we are actually working those muscles in our calf, our gastrocnemius area here, in which we need to strengthen to help combat that foot drop. So this right here becomes an activity that is so simple. If you say it's not that easy to keep that foot down, so what we'll do is take the non-affected foot and we'll place it here because we have the power to use that non-affected leg and to strengthen that. So if you're in this situation, the foot is here, we're going to take again that non-affected leg. We're going to apply pressure to the front of your toes to push that weight down to keep that foot in place. And we're going to go right back to that activity and that exercise. And again, you may not be able to feel it. As again, most of us don't have full feeling in our affected side. You may not be able to feel it, but we can now relate it to the noise that we're hearing. That noise right there shows, hey, we're actually doing something. And we'll just utilize this as an exercise. And this could be something sitting there talking to people and not having to pay attention. That's an exercise we're going to do. If you want to work the same way as work on, because while we're strengthening that gastroc, we have to work on, even though most of the feet are like this, we still need to strengthen both from dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So we have that here. And how you would hold your leg in place if you want to get to the situation to press your feet down. Press down into it. And we're going to push down here. So again, some of you may not have that easy motion to push forward. So now we're going to do this. As you're pressing down, pressing this leg down, we're going to assist it also with our non-affected foot. So say if that foot is up, you don't get as much of a noise so I smash the bottle too much, but we're doing a situation here. So now you hear something. So again, you don't have to look and pay attention that much in the camera. So I'll move this one out of the way. I'll show you the same that you could do with a bigger bottle. I like the bigger bottle because you can kind of place the whole foot on the bigger bottle. And that's going to allow you to work on pressing down and press it forward. Down, press it forward. Down, forward. Down, forward. Again, very unconventional, but again, not something that we got to go purchase. This is an empty gallon water bottle. And we're sitting here and we're watching TV and we're doing things. And then as what I have my foot on here now, I'm technically working all of the ligaments, muscles. The feet have so many different bones in it. So I'm working to strengthen the feet by deciding to say, hey, I'm not only going to work on that plantar and dorsiflexion, I'm going to just use this bottle to make noise. And what I'm saying, using the bottle to make noise. So what I'm actually doing is moving the foot around. So while I'm moving the foot around, we're strengthening the gastroc, which is our calf, and we're strengthening our feet and our toes because, I mean, unfortunately, you can't see very close, but my toes are trying to grip this bottle as I'm moving it side to side. So yes, somebody in your house will probably be irritated because of the noise you're making, but whatever, we're doing an exercise to strengthen our body. And so this one with the pillow. If you don't want to use the bottle, what we have with the pillow here is something that we'll work on with slamming, 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 slamming. So again, it's like a, what's the one I'm gonna say? So you're stomping the heel down into the pillow. We're stomping the heel down. And then if we look at this situation and say, hey, how do we get the toes down? I call the gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. And you're constantly pushing again. The pillow is a little more difficult in the sense that you don't have the noise to give you the reaction to say, hey, am I actually moving something? I'm actually doing something with my foot, because again, trying to get you to something that could be a daily exercise that you don't have to think too much. The bottle works because you can constantly hear that noise, and because you may not have that full feeling, you will not be able to tell if you're actually pushing unless you have a mirror in front of you. So that works as well. The one I want to do with the chips, pretty much you can figure out what I'm doing with the chips is just placing the chips in the bag. Let me get this open first, y'all. And then we are going to pour the chips in here and we're going to crush them up. So I like things with noise because without having to pay attention to what you're doing, you'll be able to hear, like, hey, I'm actually putting in some work without it me having to pay too much attention. I'm feeling like it. So look, now we're doing something as simple as crushing the chips. We want to look at this way, using the toes. Or we, again, press the toes down, and we can do this. So I like the things that make noise again, so because it becomes a natural activity without us thinking about it too much. Then we move that one out of the way, and one of my favorite ones is I have this situation here where I'm pulling up against here. And even though you have the foot drop, you're worried about this, we still have to strengthen, as I said, dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So I'm pulling myself up here purposely, and I'm going to work on pushing down. So what you could do with this, if you don't have a band in particular, I don't have a towel next to me, you would take a towel and hold the towel. Again, and for those that don't have access to hold in two hands, you would take the towel, kind of fold it, and have it in one hand, your non-affected hand, and you're doing the same. Or you have that down here, and now we want to work on pushing that heel down. I'm using my opposite foot to push it down. So try these exercises out. Let me know how they work for you. Again, very unconventional ways to work on foot drop, strengthening that calf, getting your body to recognize that we want to have that foot go downward. Let me know how these work for you. Talk to you tomorrow.